All right, the nightcap in LA, UNC getting the 1 seed out west. Obviously, maybe not the ideal draw for them. If they were to see Arizona in the final, it would be an extremely pro Wildcat crowd. But here we've got Alabama, the number 4 offense in the country per Ken Palm. God, they've actually slid. They were number 1 basically all year, now down to number 4. Going up against UNC's number 6 defense that we had some skepticism about in ACC play when teams weren't making threes. But even as that's kind of evened out a little bit, the defense has stayed fantastic. Baycott's been a very good drop defender. And this is a big step up in competition for Alabama. They've gone through 2 double-digit seeds here. I fear their interior defense, something that Florida took advantage of a lot, a very offensive rebounding centric team, giving it away here. But I think Baycott has a monster game against this front line. That's pretty much my biggest angle here. I do think maybe at 4.5, it's a little too low. I like the heels, but mostly give me a Baycott feast in the paint.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. Really fun game, high octane, up and down. 170s is where the point total is probably going to land here. Tons of possessions, 2 explosive offenses. The difference is the UNC defense. It's way better than Alabama's. UNC is going to be able to exploit them on the offensive glass. Baycott, they're going to earn trips to the foul line. UNC's also guarded the 3 ball pretty well this year, and obviously the 3-point percentage is clearly a little bit of luck, but they've also taken it away to a decent extent. And that's obviously going to be a huge focus against Alabama. Offensively, Alabama transition, right? Handoff, pick and roll, that sort of action. UNC's transition defense this year, excellent. They don't allow much, also rank in the 99th percentile in points per possession allowed. Obviously, a huge factor against Alabama. And then, yeah, Matt, on the other end, I don't see Alabama stopping UNC in transition. They haven't stopped anybody off the bounce all year, a little bit of a matador defense sort of thing going on. I have a really hard time trusting Alabama's defense in general. So I'm going to agree with Jim's lean on UNC on the side.
I kind of like Alabama. I've been stubbornly convinced the defense is not as bad as the numbers indicate. I'll give you two feeble reasons as to why. Well, one, just look at last 2 games. Mo Diabate, I can't say anyone's name. Was an absolute monster. Changed the game against Grand Canyon. Was great against Charleston. I think he had another versatile defensive piece to that lineup that I think kind of shifts that team to more of a balanced attack as opposed to like offense, 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 matador defense, matador defense, matador defense. Also, just look at their defensive like profile. Oates has been pretty gung ho on limiting 3-pointers for their opponents his whole career. This year they've been much more shell like. I want to say, and so they've allowed a lot more threes. I think it's actually helped them contain dribble penetration a little bit better at times. Now, it looked good against Grand Canyon. Obviously, Grand Canyon's disastrous offensive shot selection made their defense look better than it was. I still believe Alabama and Illinois, to some extent, they score so easily that I think they let off the gas defensively. Like when they really need to get stops, I think they'll get more stops than they have on a per possession. Very stretch of an angle there, but I'm kind of stubbornly convinced Alabama's going to guard better than I think people think here.
I think I'm going to go the other way and say that's very friendly, Matt, as a perspective. They gave up 1.16 points per possession to Charleston in the first round. Charleston only shot 30% from 3 on 33 attempts from deep. I think there's still a lot of shaky defenders, shaky scheme, and they get pounded on the glass. They give up 15 offensive boards in both games to mid-major opponents. Now you're facing Alabama or UNC, who has Baycott, has a little deeper front line, a little more size up front. I think that could actually be a major issue for them. And Alabama's actually been okay on the offensive glass in this tournament against mid-major front lines. UNC, a top 10 in the entire country in defensive rebounding rate. They do not let you have second chances. Alabama's not going to get those kick out threes, which are sometimes some of their best looks. I know they love transition, but also top 30 offensive rebounding rate. That leads to kick out trays. Shouldn't really be there against UNC's defense. I like UNC a lot, actually. The more I think about it, the more I get into it. 4.5, I think they kind of run away. Maybe not quite as much as they did against Michigan State in the second round, but I just think they can kind of score at will against this defense. So I like Baycott props and UNC -4.5. No real take in the total. 173.5 is awfully high. I'll stay away from that one.